Welcome back to the DFS Sweatshop. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. If you know how I feel about the home dogs, there's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night.
Get them in your lineups. Get them in there, and let's go get this money.
Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300.
What is going on? What's happening? This is your boy, the DFS Jerusalem. You can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Really solid slate for me tonight. It was kind of weird. It was wacky. It was wild. It all started with the Kyrie. Let's look. And this is not me. This is MB. This is Twitter. This is not mine. I don't own the rights to this video or whatever that you're gonna see. But the dude tried to kill Kyrie, like his own teammate, like broke his fucking face, and he left the game. And it was sad. It was whack. It was whack. I want to show the video. I want to show the video so you can see exactly. If you didn't see what happened last night, I want you to see this shit, man. This was bad. Can we get some video on this? Maestro, can we get some? It's all gonna be YouTube. It's all gonna be YouTube. There's no. Okay, well, fuck it. I want you to see it. Okay, look at this. Okay, bow. What are you doing?
Wow.
Do you not know that I have this dude in
even in the play? No.
3 of 10 lineups? Like, what are you? Aaron Baines.
Baines gets him from.
Yo, that's my money right there. That's my investment. What are you doing?
Kyrie is still down.
Aaron Baines, you idiot! You look at my investment is bleeding on the floor. Like, what is wrong with this guy, man? Horrible what we saw from him, man. That was just bad, right? So we had that. We had Kyrie getting hit up, getting lit up like that by his own teammate, which was weird. And funny thing, let's take a look. Let's take a look at what I did and how things got rolling. Okay, let's go ahead and show. Okay, we're gonna go to DK. All right, so after that, the night started off. I thought was bad. I was like, yo, this is shitty. I've got 11 lineups in. As a matter of fact, only 6 of the 11 lineups cashed. 3 of the 5 that didn't cash had Kyrie Irving in it. I don't know exactly how bad, how much better I would have done if Kyrie did play, but I don't know how this shit turned out to be right. Well, I know what it is. It's because I'm a member of the DFS Sweatshop. I'm not just a proprietor. I'm a member, and we got in there in the line drive. We chopped up some real shit, and I came up with a bunch of solid lines, man. Bunch of solid lines. So as you can see, I mean, you can look at it. I'm one of them cats that's gonna keep it real with you and tell you I had about $51 invested, and I thought at a certain point, it was 11 lineups. I thought at a certain point I would be losing my complete buy-in. I was like, there's no way. I can't make any money the way this shit is. Kyrie is dead. But I had so many lines go over 300, and let's take a look at what some of them were. Let's take a look at, okay, the Lou Williams with the Lynn joint, Paul George and Giannis. We talked about that. Yeah, man. So some of these was dope, and I had the same line entered in a few different spots. So I had some good lines, man. I had some good lines. Then we look over on FanDuel, and that wasn't as friendly to me. I actually lost some money tonight on FanDuel. Yeah, actually, I lost bread on FanDuel. Had about $20 invested. Ended up winning $9.75 of it back, so I lost roughly $10 there, or $11 there. So that kind of sucked, but it's cool because I doubled my buy-in on DraftKings, lost a little bit on FanDuel. It's all good. I'm positive for the night, so that's decent. And this is kind of why. Let's take a look at the Core 4 review, right? These are the guys that I had in a lot of my lineups on FanDuel. Collison, Russell, Fournier, Marcus Morris. Just did not pan out. I had a lot of exposure, actually, on FanDuel to Kyrie Irving, and that just did not go well. My DraftKings core was Nurkic, Russell, Alex Len, Dame Lillard. Oh, man. So, but what happened, we ended up, I took my core into the shop, and we ended up chopping it up and really talking it over and coming up with some very good plays, man. Very good plays. So that's my night in a nutshell, what I was able to do. Let's go ahead and jump into the feature 4 plays of the night. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. First guy I'm going to talk about is the Who Dat. Scoring on points over there play tonight. And it is my pleasure to introduce this dude to you because he's a guy that I've heaped a lot of shit on over the last few years. Stand up, take a bow. Kent Bazemore, 5.3K, 44.25 DraftKings points. Yo, who saw that coming? We knew he had the green light to shoot, and all was well when there was no Schroeder. But who would have thought that him and Schroeder would have had bomb games? If you stacked the Atlanta-Detroit game, bro, that could have taken you to the money right there. So Kent Bazemore and Dennis Schroeder combined to score more points than what I felt, or a lot of us felt, was the best backcourt on the slate. We're going to talk about those guys in just a moment. So salute to you, Kent Bazemore. You are no longer dead to me at all. No longer. But and tonight, you got it. Who dat? Scoring on points with their play tonight. Kent Bazemore. Next guy I'm going to talk about is the how did I miss that play tonight? And y'all are going to kick me because I'm kicking myself because this is a guy that I talk up so much. And I did have exposure to him, but only in one lineup. And it was in an Indiana stack. I should have had way more exposure to this guy. Should have at least had some exposure on FanDuel. Had zero exposure on FanDuel. This dude went out and balled, man. Vic Oladipo. The dude is still on a mission. 31 minutes, 25.6 boards, 6 assists, knocked down a 3-point shot. A nasty whirling dervish 360 jam on a breakaway. 2 steals. Only 2 turnovers, 1 personal foul. Like, the dude went ham and scored a lot of points in a big blowout. Very nice game we saw there from Vic Oladipo. Now, the heat check play tonight can only go to one cat. It doesn't always go to the guy that scores the most points, but when you're Paul George and you're known as a secondary option on the team, which I feel like Paul George is the most complete player on that team. That's just what I feel. 7.3K. The dude went out damn near 10x on him. 70.25 DraftKings points. Season high for him. 42. Was 1 rebound short away from the double-double bonus and kind of flirted with the triple-double, right? 4 3-point shots he made. 3 steals. 3 turnovers. This is an awesome game for the homie Paul George, man. And I'm telling you, all right, I'm going to be real with you. This Paul George was like the big brother that went and took my money back from the bully. Because with the bullshit that was going on in Boston, where I had no exposure to guys like Terry Rozier and Marcus Smart, because I did like the homie. I did like Kyrie Irving, and everybody else is just climbing up around me, and I can't find my way. It's bad. Paul George is like, you know what, little man? Let me go get your money back, your lunch money back from these bullies. And he went in there, and he was 9% on. Nobody wanted to play Paul George. This is a play that we got out of the motherfucking sweatshop, bro. This is a play that we got from chopping it up. So if you were on the Paul George, you got to be real about where you got him from. I didn't think of it. It wasn't my idea. This is an idea. This is a guy that we got out of the sweatshop. And when my man was talking about it, we put him in, and it went well. It went well. So that was good. Good. Paul George took all my money back. Thank you. And then made me a little bit on DK. So shout out to you, Paul George. Salute. You are tonight's heat check play tonight. Now let's talk about that one motherfucker. But tonight it's two. Yes, because the one motherfucker is going to be a complete backcourt. We are going to snowflake a complete backcourt of motherfuckers because they sucked. They let the dude come off of the bench, and two cats come off of the bench and played better than both of them. I'm talking about Shabazz Napier and Evan Turner played way better than these two motherfuckers who's starting. CJ McCollum and Damian Lillard, the Portland Trailblazer backcourt. You both are tonight. You are snowflakes. Y'all are some motherfucking snowflakes. How do y'all go out 7.4K, 9.4K, and bring back a measly punk-ass combined 70 DraftKings points? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you both were whack. You were horrible. You let D. Russell upstage you. You was at the crib, right? And this is the funny. This is the shit that I hate. This is some classic Damian Lillard shit. And this is why he is not considered as an elite style player. I'm gonna show you right now why we cannot consider him as an elite player. Let's look. Let's look. Okay, now I want to preface this. Okay? Look at this. This is the game on the line. Continue to watch him. This is the game on the line, right? Now he already scored like 9 points in succession. Like he is giving it to him, right? And it's gotten to the point now where his teammates are standing around like, damn, bro, you gonna let us play or you gonna keep doing everything? And the great players know when to lull everybody, the defense, the fans, everybody into this funk where they think that Michael Jordan is gonna take the last shot, Kobe is gonna take the last shot, all these cats are gonna take the last shot, but they fool you and they give the ball up wide open to one of their teammates. The teammate is so happy to be a part of the end of this game, and he goes in and knocks it down. You know what I'm saying? Look at CJ McCollum. Look at CJ McCollum standing there as the defense collapsed on him. Watch CJ McCollum right there waiting. We're waiting, and this is why we cannot consider the homie as an elite point guard player and an elite player in this league, man, because he just does not have the mental awareness to understand that he really he makes a bigger impact as a facilitator in some spots than just a guy that's going to go to the basket time and time again, play a predictable style of basketball, and not play any defense. Because after that play right there, D. Russell cooked him on the very next play, missed a free throw, got his own rebound, got fouled again, went back to the free throw line, and put the game completely out of reach. Come on, big game. Dame, you's a motherfucking snowflake. You and CJ McCollum with y'all snowflake ass. Let's get on with the rest of the motherfucking show. Now, we're going to jump straight into the Saturday slate because it's a nice one. It's a big one. It's 11 games. And I really want to talk to you all about this because this is going to be tough, man. This is going to be a tough one. This is not a slate that I think you can just I mean, we're going to have to really dig into this one because there's a couple of games that I know are going to jump off of the page to you. But there's some smaller totals that I really think we have to invest in. And there's some studs in semi-bad matchups, so to speak, that I think that we can exploit and use, okay? All right, so let's take a look really quick at, you know, who's the highest salary guy, how that shakes out, because we do have Giannis tomorrow, and he's priced up to 12.2. We got Anthony Davis coming in second. Then, let's go ahead and get this right. We got Boogie at 11.8, Harden 11.8. We got LeBron at 11.8, Davis, Durant, John Wall, Ben Simmons is in the top 10 of guys. I believe Embiid should be up there. Chris Stapps is a game time decision. Towns 9.7, Curry, Jokic is now upwards of almost 10K. Embiid is up above 9K. So Gobert, like this is a tough slate, bro. This is a really tough slate, and I think we're gonna have to choose our studs wisely. We have to choose our studs wisely. So let's go ahead and jump into it, man. Go through it game by game, kind of dig out some of that value there. Yo, open the door. The homie Paulie D just stepped in the spot. What's up, big homie? Good to see you, fam. So let's go ahead. We're going to walk through, and this is where we're going to build our initial player pool. This is what I'm going to put all these names in my briefcase, man, and I'm going to take this into the Sweatshop VIP at 5:30 later on today, and that's where we're going to chop it up and come up with some really dope lineups like we did like we've been doing, like we always do. So let's go. First game we got is the Los Angeles Clippers and the New Orleans Pelicans. Of course, the Clippers are going to be on a back-to-back. They do have a lot of injury concerns. We know Beverly, Gallinari, Milos, all of those guys have been struggling. You know, we didn't see much Wesley Johnson like we thought we were going to see. Maybe the matchup didn't permit that last night. We could see an increased role for him here. The price is up at 4.6. Don't know how I feel about that. I like the fact that we're going to be getting DeAndre Jordan at 7.6. And we're going to get somewhat of a discount on Blake Griffin at 8.5. How did I do tonight? I doubled up on DraftKings and I lost like $10 on FanDuel. So I came out to the good. It was a good night. It was a good night. You got Sweet Lou Williams. Yo, I really wish that the news would have come out that Sweet Lou wasn't starting before lineups locked, because people would have got off of Lou Williams, and he went out and he went nuts off of the bench actually. They got the coach's son, who I don't really love here in this spot. Don't really love him. Wesley Johnson, I can take a leave a lot of them cats. Now me, Boogie, and Anthony Davis, I don't think I can get there. I really don't. I don't love it, and I don't think I can get there today. I'm 11.8. Nah, I would just play the studs and better matchups. I can't get there. If I would rock with anybody, I would take a look at Drew Holiday at 7.1. I kind of like him, and maybe some Etuan Moore at 4.2 are going to be guys that I'm going to like the most. Next game we got the Atlanta Hawks and the Washington Wizards. 222 point total. Yo, I'm taking a look at John Wall here at 10.3. That's one of my studs to headline my lineups with. Brad Beal at 7.9 does look usable here, as does Otto Porter. Yo, can we finally play Gortat at 5.2 against Dedmon? I know we can play Dedmon against Gortat, but Dedmon is now 5.6. Gortat is cheaper than Dedmon. Can we finally play Gortat here? I'm gonna highlight him, and maybe that's gonna be a usable play. Dennis Schroeder, I do like him at 7.5. I think he's gonna be a usable play. This is FanDuel. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's FanDuel. That's FanDuel. And we'll come back and we'll blow through that on the duel, man. Yeah. Okay. DraftKings. I'm sorry. DeAndre Jordan 6.7. Click. Yes. Blake Griffin. Yes, I like him. Sweet Lou is in play at 5.3. Yeah. Boogie as 10.9. Anthony Davis at 10.7. Don't really love them cats on DK. Yeah, I don't really love them cats. Maybe Davis. Maybe. Drew Holiday, I like him. Etuan Moore 3.9 is cheap. Yes. Okay, now we're back to Atlanta, Washington. Yeah, 9.6 for John Wall sounds a lot better. I'm sorry about that. This is DraftKings. 7.5 for Bradley Beal is doable. Otto Porter 6.5. Yes, give me that Otto Porter. I like that. Of course, Shooter at 7.2 gonna be a guy that I can use here. Maybe some Collins at 4.8 if he's gonna get 20 plus minutes. Bays at 5.1. I don't know how I feel about that. And Dwayne Dedmon at 4.4 is much more usable in the spot. Next game we got is going to be the Memphis Grizzlies and the Houston Rockets. I want to see what Harden has done against them, because I want to say he's had decent games. Okay, 40 early in the season against them. 39. Ooh, that's not good. Last year, did he hit him up last year? 64. Okay, so it's doable. 62, 43, 50. So I mean, yeah, Hard is in play. Normally, I hate to play point guards against the Memphis Grizzlies, but they're that kind of squad. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's that kind of player that you can play. So Hard at 11.4 is going to be usable for me. No Capella. I don't really like him too much. I think. Trevor Ariza, 4.8. Maybe you could use him. Marc Gasol is interesting at 7.4. The one thing that's kind of taking me from loving Capella here is Marc Gasol is such an active, savvy veteran big that, you know, Clint Capella uses a lot of his athleticism to play the position. And I think that can result in foul trouble for him. So I'm not predicting fouls, but I'm just saying I think there's other spots that I can go at 6.3, which is a fair price for him. I just don't love him in this matchup. I think Mike Conley 6.7 is very usable. Ricky Reek at 6.3, of course we can use him. I like that. Won't be looking too tough to the bench, man. It's 11 games. You don't have to dig and dumpster dive too much. Sacramento and New York's the next game we got. If Kristaps is playing, I am playing him. If he's not playing, I'm going to get some of the Hardaway here at 6.4 easily. I think that puts Cantor in play if we don't see Porzingis even more. Frank Nitti at 3.8 is a guy you got to consider. And, I didn't like the way they did that shit last time where they had Hernan Gomez and Cantor was splitting the minutes in the end of the game and Cantor wasn't hurt. It was kind of weird. I didn't really love it. But if we know that Kristaps is going to be out, then that's going to put, not only Hardaway, Cantor, and not only Hardaway, Cantor, and Guillermo in play. That's going to also put Kyle O'Quinn toward the top of that list too at 4K. So yeah, I did see where Kristaps did practice today in full. So hopefully he'll be good to go. And if he is, man, I'm going to definitely use him here. Cauley Stein at 4.6, I think he is usable. Zebo, man, has just been pushing people down. Very physical, big, and they don't have anybody that can out physical Zach Randolph. So at 5.2, if you had to play a guy in this game, I would be interested in him. De'Aaron Fox at 5K is a guy that I do want to take a look at, and I'd move on here. Next game we got is going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Dallas Mavericks. Harrison Barnes, as long as Harrison Barnes is like around or under 6K, I think he's in play. He should see a fair amount of defensive usage with LeBron on the floor. I kind of like that. Give me the Dennis Smith Jr. at 5.4. Yes, I like that. Not a big fan of Dirk. Now, we do know that the Dallas Mavericks, centers have had some of their best games of the season against the Mavs. The problem is, though, where are you going to attack that with? Are you going to use Kevin Love? Because if you look at that at 7.3, that's a spot that I really do like. LeBron James is always in play at 10.8. Of course, he's in play, and you can't just automatically think that the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to blow somebody out because they don't blow the teams out that they should. They just don't. And I don't really love too much else off of the bench here. I mean, maybe some Jeff Green at 4.5 if you want to get ambitious with it, but aside from that, don't really love that. JJ Barea at 4.3 does look usable here, and let's move on. Next game we got. Yeah, he did bring up Salah Mejri, who had a really nice game last time out. I believe he scored like upwards of 30 points the last time out. Wasn't that was due to like an injury of some sort, wasn't it? Like something happened, like somebody got hurt or something. I mean, something happened. Jeff Green is priced at 4.5 on DraftKings. 4.5 on DraftKings. Yep. So the next game we got Philadelphia 76ers and the Golden State Warriors. It's a 230-point total, man, with a 14.5-point spread. This is tough to gauge, man, because you look at Embiid, you look at Ben Simmons, and is this a situation where the Golden State Warriors go small, take the center off of the floor? You know what I mean? Can Embiid run with that? Will Embiid be on some sort of a minutes restriction? Like the one guy that sticks out to me is I hope Kevin Durant doesn't play. That would be dope if Kevin Durant doesn't play, because maybe that will make the game just that much closer. Next game we got is the Los Angeles Lakers going to Milwaukee to take on the Bucks. 214-point total here, with the Milwaukee Bucks giving up 5 at home. I didn't really love the way what I saw from them. I didn't really love what I saw from the collection of Eric Bledsoe, Giannis, and Chris Middleton. So I just went safe, played Giannis. That worked out pretty well. Definitely a guy that's in play today at 11.2. Eric Bledsoe was still cheap, and I'm going to take a look at him at 6.4. He's still cheap. Malcolm Brogdon under 6K is a guy that I think you can use off of the bench if you like that. No Lonzo Ball for me. Brolo at 5.8 does interest me here. He does. Brolo does interest me here at 5.8. Then you've got Julius Randle, who's probably going to be coming off of the bench in this spot. Not really a big fan of that. Kyle Kuzma 6.1 is a play that I kind of like. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope should be asked to play. Or either I believe he's either going to guard. He's probably going to guard Bledsoe. So I kind of like him. And Paulie D says he likes Henson. Not a big fan of Henson. He's just somebody who I just never get around to playing. Next game we got is going to be Chicago Bulls and the San Antonio Spurs. This game's going to be in San Antonio. This is the smallest total on the slate, bro. 194 points. That means just play LaMarcus Aldridge and be done with it. Just play LaMarcus Aldridge and be done with it. 7.8, very fair price for him. I think Lauri Markkanen is a good play at 5.9, kind of like him. Robin Lopez at 5K, fairly cheap. Another guy that I can consider, as well as possibly some Chris Dunn at 4.5. Bobby Portis too at 5.9. Does look like he could be a guy to use. I just don't love anything for the San Antonio Spurs side, with the exception of LaMarcus Aldridge. I like Aldridge. He's like the main cog in the offense, seeing the most usage at 31.3% usage. I like him. I can use him. Maybe some Kyle Anderson too at 4.3. He's cheap. All right, next game we got everybody's favorite game, the Orlando Magic, the Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets are giving up 8 points, and it's a 222-point total. The first thing that jumps out to me here is that out of all of those like high price studs, everybody 10K and above, you look at Jokic, bro, and he has that very same upside that a lot of them cats do in terms of scoring the basketball. And you look at Jokic here at 8.4 against Vucevic. That's so usable to me. I like him, and I also like Vucevic in this spot at 7.4. Aaron Gordon, of course, is a guy that's going to be in play for me here. I do think that Evan Fournier would be in play if I knew he was going to be getting a solid amount of minutes. I would definitely go and look for Elfrid Payton here. But I think Evan Fournier at 6.7 is a lot more usable, as is Jonathan Simmons at 4.6. Jamal Murray, 4.7, is a guy that I do think I can consider. Be careful because the minutes between him and Moutier are really being split. So what I want you to take a look at, man, is that they're both priced the same, 4.7. And, would you rather have Jamal Murray starting the game for you, or would you rather have Emmanuel Moutier, playing with the second team? I kind of like Moutier as well, but Gary Harris does stick out to me too at 5K. I kind of like him. Millsap, it says Millsap is in a great spot. The DVP says that, the 29th ranked DVP against power forwards. I don't love him, but I think you can play him. I don't really love him, but I think you can play him. So I'm going to highlight Paul Millsap to add to our player pool. And next game we got is going to be the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns. Jimmy Butler went on record as saying that he is going to take on more of a scoring role in the Minnesota Timberwolves offense, and for that reason, I am going to have a look at him. Okay. Also, I mean, for me, if I had to call somebody a lock today, like just play somebody as a lock, it would be Jeff Teague. Like just play Jeff Teague. I love Jeff Teague in a spot. I think that Karl-Anthony Towns is usable as well, but I love Jeff Teague here. Jeff Teague is one of my favorite point guard plays on the slate right now. I kind of like it. Nothing else to do for Minnesota. Give me Towns, Butler, maybe some Teague, but I like Teague the most. On the other side, I think Devin Booker is a guy that we can use, as is TJ Warren. Alex Len, if we know that we're still going to see, because Jared Dudley did get injured in this game. So that could open up minutes in the last game. That could open up minutes for Dragon Bender. We could see more time at the 5, or we could see the homie gets moved over a little bit to the 5. Where's he at? Marcus Chris play a little bit of 5. You can see that. But I think that this does bode well for Alex Len at 4.9. The price didn't go up on him that much. And, with all those bodies hurt, man, with no Jared Dudley possibly, with no Tyson Chandler, no Greg Monroe, no Allen Williams, like, you could definitely see Len getting a lot of minutes. And I'm not scared to play centers or bigs, for that matter, against the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm just not. I'm not. All right, last game on the slate is going to be the Brooklyn Nets and the Utah Jazz. You know what time it is, man. Give me Rudy at 8.3. Be careful. He did bang his knee or something like that and had to run to the bench for a little while in last night's game. But if he's good to go, everything checks out, yes, you can give me that. When I like Rudy Gobert this much, I do like Ricky Rubio. I think that Donovan Mitchell, if he does get the start over Rodney Hood, is going to be in play. On the other side, D'Angelo Russell, man, is a guy that I've just been using, man. 7K, he can shoot the mid-range jump shot. I don't want a guy that's going to have to go to the basket all game to contend with Rudy Gobert. At the point guard spot, I like a guy that can step back and shoot the mid-range jump shot when they're playing against Utah. In Utah, D'Angelo Russell does fit that bill for me. I've also got some DeMarre Carroll here at 5.3. Looks like he's going to be usable, and I think that Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson is cool from his injury that he underwent. So this could be a pretty solid one for me. I like this one. I'll be calling out favorites as a great value at 4.4. Yeah, because let's not forget the Nets suck. Okay, the Nets traditionally suck. I mean, Portland couldn't do anything with them, but they traditionally suck. So we could kind of load up on plays against the Brooklyn Nets here. So and like I explained in the beginning of today's show, man, this is not a cut and dry first look, best look type of slate, man. This is something we're gonna have to research and we have to dig into this. So if you want to do that with me, man, it's very simple. Go to the website. It's www.dfssweatshop.com. Jump in there, get with me, and come inside and the very best group online. One of the homies, Andre, man, he went ham today. He really did. I mean, he had a nice one, and we had a few nice wins in the shop today, man. It went down. It was pretty solid. I was pretty happy about it. I was pretty happy about it, man. It was good. This was a good day. It was a good day. So, what do you look for when rostering a player? Man, there's so much shit I look for, bro. Oh man, I could go on forever telling you what I look for. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit. What I want, man. First thing I want to do. See, I don't look at it as just players. I look at the slate in total. What I want you to do is this is how I want you. Or I'm not giving you orders, but this is how I would envision you making a successful lineup in any sport. Sit back, look at the entirety of the whole slate. Look at every game. Look at the storylines, the do's, the don'ts, everything that you see. And I want you to build. I want you to generate a story. Like let's say you're watching SportsCenter the next day. What would SportsCenter look like? What would the highlights be? Who would be the leading scorer? How would it all go down? Who would what I mean? And then I want you to tailor a lineup that kind of explains that, tells that story. You know what I mean? And if you do that, you're gonna be right. At some point, you're gonna be right. Like last night, like that's I was completely correct. Like I was completely correct. Well, the best that I had so far on DK this season. A couple of weeks ago on FanDuel, I was completely right about the way the slate went and took down second place in the GPP. And one of the most money I won in FanDuel this year. So that's how. Fuck the price. Don't worry about the price yet. You know what I mean? First thing is you get a pool of players, the players in your head that you want. Then you go and you check out the pricing and see where you can fit this guy and how much you like this guy, as opposed to keeping him or dropping him. That's the way that I want you to approach it. Okay? So, and thank you for going along with me with that stoner shit. Like that was, I was like, should have passed you like the joint. You know what I'm saying? But so let's go. Let's have a profitable one, man. Like I said, get with me in the VIP, man. Very solid shit. It's going down, man. And this is what you're seeing, man. Is RotoQL, really solid DFS site. Actually, the only DFS tool that I use. I love it. Swear by it. Use it every day. Does well for me. A lot of cats in the shop use it. So that's it's nothing. Get in here. Get with us, man. We will help you. And transform you into a profitable daily fantasy sports player. If you're already that and you want a DFS home, come join us, man. There's plenty of guys in here that you can help. And so this is an altruistic movement, man. We're guys helping out other guys, wanting to see each other win, keeping the positive energy. The energy is high. It's positive. It's always good. Come fuck with us, man. Much love, man. If you're on FanDuel, keep it $450. If you're on DraftKings, keep it $350. But you're rocking with the best, and you'll always keep it 300. Peace. We out.